Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. Naira redesign. Rufai Yahaya Bello storms Supreme Court. Says CBN must obey Supreme Court law and order. Is this not the same one country where the Supreme Court speaks and it is so? How come a particular agencies can say they will not obey the order of the Supreme Court? It's not done, it's not accepted, must not be allowed to thrive in a proper society, a sovereign nation like Nigeria. Yes, so we told you before that northern governors, Yahaya Bello, Rufai and Zamfara state governor has initially come up to say, no, what is happening here and now is not acceptable. We cannot allow this to happen. As if that is not enough, they stormed and the Supreme Court gave an order saying, yes, these people are speaking quite well. What they said is very true, very honest. So nobody, I repeat with the emphasis on nobody, should allow the same thing to happen again and again. And they went on and they said, well, sweetheart, you cannot continue and tell us that people cannot pay or this or that. No, it's not right. You have to obey the order. But right now, CBN governor Emefiele said, no, we are not obeying. Let's get all the details. Breaking news, Naira redesign, Rufai Yahaya Bello storms Supreme Court. The Kaduna State Governor, Rufai, and Kogi State counterpart, Yahaya Bello, have stormed the Supreme Court to monitor proceedings in a suit by their states against the federal government on cashless policy regime. The two governors arrived at the courtroom around 8:30 a.m. in company of their followers and top government functionaries. The federal government is expected to lock horns in legal battle with three states challenging the implementation of the cashless policy regime introduced by the Central Bank of Nigeria. At the time of the filing of this report, more than 100 senior advocates engaged by the federal government and the aggrieved three governors have already arrived court to present the case of their respective clients. Daily Post noted on the cause list of the court that Ondo State has teamed up with the three governors in the legal battle. That is Olurotimi Akeredolu. A 7-member panel led by Justice John Okoro had on February the 8th hailed the move by the federal government and the ruling by an expert application brought by three northern governors, the Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara state governors. And here they are here to say that the federal government must obey the decision of the Supreme Court, and this is non-negotiable. So this is what is happening right about now, my people. As you and I can see, it is really a serious matter, and every single one of us must understand that things are happening. Yeah, things are sincerely happening, and we cannot afford to turn a blind eye and pretend that this is not going on right about now. Our very own brothers, these governors have come together. Other governors are joining, by the way, to say that what the federal government is doing to say there's going to be a cashless policy. By the way, is Nigeria prepared for it? Eventually, the world is going there. Eventually, the world is going there. Whether you like it or not, the world is going there eventually. But why the world is teetering towards that direction? Is Nigeria prepared? Because if you are not prepared, you will suffer people needlessly. Like people are suffering now. Sincerely, I tell you, I saw the video of an elderly man. Oh dear. He was practically crying. An elderly man. Oh, he can't believe he's seeing this day where he has money. He's not begging for alms. So by the way, don't get it twisted. He's not asking anybody for A, B, C, or Z. He went to the bank to collect his own money, but cannot access it. You don't understand it. He went to the bank to collect his own money, but cannot access it. The man was practically crying. He said, the medication I need to buy, the medication, I cannot access it. I need money. My grandchild is with me. And he was just talking about other things. He said he has not eaten since morning. There are people, women that gave birth, that they may need to buy drip. And it's not because drip is not available. It's not they cannot buy it. Where is the money? Sweetheart, where is the money? A lot is going on. People are genuinely suffering. And the federal government, they are having dinners, parties. I don't have a problem with redesign of Naira. In fact, it should be done every now and again to ensure the integrity of the Naira. But adequate, ample, proper preparation needs to be put in place. So much so that at the end of the day, things are done what? Decently and in order. Great Britain, I tell you, investigates. Please go and do your research on this words I'm telling you now. Great Britain changed their £5, £10, £20 notes. And listen, it was still being collected for almost a year. Yes, they were still collecting it as a legal tender. It was still being accepted as a legal tender. And after that, they gave people opportunity, and there was no queue. Nobody was fidgeting over it. There was no anxiety. It's evened out smoothly. Even now, I believe if you go to the bank, they may still take it. They will give you the new one. So it's not like an agenda for or against some people. You want to do something. Have you heard of the word decently and in order? So that at the end of the day, nobody is feeling the heat because you changed Naira. Excuse me. Are we the first? Your world is watching. This has even plunged the Naira down again. So purchase to availability has become more difficult. What you will get before for 10 Naira is no longer 10 Naira. That's what happened when Naira depreciates. Things get more expensive. You have to take more Naira to be able to pay for the same goods and services. That's the danger. Aside $1 now to how much Naira? Hey, what is it? Now, I won't keep people. You get plan? What kind of thing is going on here? If God not help us, how we go take get help? How? Which kind of country be this? Your own Naira you dey buy am. Aye. God, help us. Please help us. We need help. On this side of the island, we need help. What's going on? But do you know the result of most of these things are bad leadership? Somebody say bad leadership. Naim. My part of the resultant event. Bad leadership. You don't think there is no thorough proper planning before you implement? Then at the end of the day, you leave the people in jeopardy. Which kind of person you be? Another time, the day for us to go for the election again. If you vote any year, everybody go suffer now. Just for caution. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.